It's Madden NFL 24, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Lions and the Ravens, next on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn their status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs, too.
Throwing on third, Goff. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 41, here's second down and 7. Here's Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Goff. That's taken in by Duvernay. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Ravens at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Fights through him. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A great move by Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down, Goff. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson going to keep it running right. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And now Jackson will look to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drop. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Jordan Stout now. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. David Montgomery and the Lions about set to begin this next series. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Goff's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now Goff on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run,
Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
First down, Detroit.
Now Goff. Montgomery hauling in the slant pass. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, it's Goff. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Goff again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we reach half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on foot. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Goff now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Out of the gun. Goff. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Goff on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they run the option on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations at once.
The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tucker's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but when you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, Need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That stop made by Jack Campbell. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Hey, move.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Alexander Johnson there on the stop. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Jackson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 7-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Gone. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Jackson now, out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. Here we go, first and goal. Now it's Jackson. Keeps himself up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. It's a loss of 4, and now it's second and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's gone. He's got this complete to Williams. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they'll